Hi, my name is Karl Hindle. I'm Managing Partner at Wellspring Search. Today I'd like to talk about white hat versus black hat and PBNs. This video is intended for business owners. It's intended for consumers of SEO services, not for SEOs themselves. If you're trying to get a handle on what your vendor is getting up to, or if somebody's making a pitch to you, this is going to give you some information and certainly some vital information, I hope, to keep you on the straight and narrow. If you're an SEO type looking for training on how to set a PBN up, you're in the wrong place. We're not going to be showing you how to do that. Okay, white hat SEO, black hat SEO. White hat, candidly, simply, you follow the rules that Google lays down. If you don't follow them, you probably bend them. Certainly we do. But you don't break them. Black hat is where you're breaking the rules. And Google, once it finds that out, has a range of things that it can do. It can give you a warning if you don't heed that, or it may not even give you a warning. It can just move straight forward to a penalty. And you'll see your page 1 rankings now being on page 5, 6, 7, or nowhere. If you carry on misbehaving, you can actually see yourself being kicked out of the search engine results, and we call that de-indexation. Any one of these things is serious. You can't ignore them. I strongly recommend, in fact, if you're a client of mine, I insist you set up Google Webmaster Tools, because that's the only place that Google's going to send you a warning if it's being kind. If you do not take heed of the warning, or if you do not clean yourself up quickly with a penalty situation, then you can move to that de-indexation. Let me give you a clue. If you're getting penalized or you're de-indexed, thank you, we can clean you up, we'd love to clean you up, and you can help put my kids through college. Candidly, don't get to that stage, and hopefully this is going to give you some information that will arm you to avoid and prevent you from getting to that point. So PBNs. Why am I worrying about PBNs? Well, I've had a rash of client inquiries. A couple now are clients. They kind of emanate from one particular vendor, but I've seen this before in other situations too. And I have nothing against people using PBNs or black hat tactics personally, as long as you're not breaking the law. Google doesn't write the rules in my view. But if you are a client and you're being told by your vendor, hey, we are going to do ethical or white hat SEO, and actually what you get is black hat, and everything's fine until this is all discovered by Google, and then you end up helping to put my kids through college because you want me to clean up the mess that's been created with a penalty or de-indexation. That isn't fair, and that really grinds my gears. It makes my teeth itch when a black hat is masquerading as white hat and basically scamming you. Hurts your business, and I've seen people go out of business because of this, and it damages my reputation, and I don't like either one of those things. So what is a PBN? Well, a PBN is not a website that you may be going to set up secondary to your main site to cover a specific brand or product or service that you offer. If you are if you're a car dealer, for instance, and your main line is new cars, you're a Ford dealer or whatever it may be, and now though you're selling used cars that you're taking in part exchange instead of selling them at auction, you may set up a used car website separately. That's not a PBN to my mind. You've got a legitimate business purpose behind it. You may have several brands, you want to break them out. You may have different product and service offerings, you want to break them out. You may have a blog on the side because you're just interested and passionate about what it is you do, and you have professional website, and then here's my personal opinion as whatever it may be. None of these are PBNs. The PBNs that I'm talking about is where an SEO has gone out and searched for an expired domain. This is a website that was once alive and for whatever reason no longer is. This happens for all kinds of reasons. Somebody may have just forgotten to renew the website, or a business has been sold and their old website is no longer needed, or rebranding, whatever it may be, and the people that have got control of all of this don't realize the value of what they're just throwing in the trash. So domains just expire for all kinds of reasons. But if you've got a website, an old website that had, for want of a better word, SEO juice, power, whatever you want to call it, and it's just been allowed to lapse, well, we have tools that can go and find these types of expired domains, and we can buy them. And sometimes we can buy them for like 10 to 15 bucks. Great. But what are we going to do with it? Well, what happens is we can go and use a service such as archive.org, which you can use yourself. That's a real website. Put in a website name, and it will show you the snapshots of the website through history, for the life of that website. And we can actually pull those files down and see what the old structure was and see what the old content was, and we can put that back up on a new host, and hey, we've got the website back. Or we can actually repurpose the content a little bit and bring it up to date, but keep all that link juice, that power that old website had. We can keep all of that, and now that we control the website, we can take this power from over here and we can link it to wherever we want, your website. And what happens when we do this? Because we're giving link juice, we go up in the rankings, or rather you do. When that kind of thing's happening, people tend not to worry about things when all the metrics are going in the right direction. Very few questions get asked. However, this is as black hat as it gets. You're not behaving in a criminal capacity, but it's as black hat as it's going to get. Google finds this, and it's so easy for Google to find these things, because 90–95% of the black hat guys that are using this technique don't really know what they're doing to begin with, and they leave what are called footprints. So with the client inquiries I've recently had, it took me about an hour to find a network of about 15 PBNs that were causing my new clients some problems, and which we're able to deal with. If I can do that as a human being, and I'm not particularly the smartest, sharpest piece of cheddar on the cracker here, but if I can do this, Google's got a whole lot more resources and a lot more smarter people than I'm ever going to be, just looking for this kind of stuff, and are able to deal with it. What does that mean? If you're lucky, you'll get a warning. I think with a PBN, you'll get a penalty straight out of the gate, and if you don't get yourself cleaned up, you're going to get de-indexed. What does that mean? Your lead generation, your traffic will go in the toilet, your lead generation will go in the toilet, your sales will go in the toilet, and you'll be helping to put my kids through college, or somebody like me, because at that point you're into a pretty expensive exercise to get you cleaned up. The sooner you deal with it, the better the outcome, the cheaper it is for you. But the best advice I can give you, and the purpose of this video is, if you're not sure, get a second opinion. We're happy to do that for you, or get another SEO to take a look at it, whatever it may be. There's no harm in getting a second opinion. And actually this all started out with somebody getting a second opinion on what we were doing, which is what uncovered this. So if you're in any doubt, get out of there, don't do it. And if you discover that black hat has been used and you thought you was doing white hat and it's causing you a degree of concern, again, it's usually pretty simple to get you cleaned up, and it's a lot better to be preventative than to have to go and pay for a cure. So, white hat, black hat, PBNs, that's all from me. If you have any questions, contact information is down there. Please contact us. Thank you very much.